Hello, and welcome back to my channel once again. I really appreciate you guys coming back for more in my little scrappy double page layout spread series. So if you've enjoyed them, I've posted 2 so far, let me know. I've had some wonderful comments, so I know that the people that have commented obviously enjoyed them, and I thank you for that. But if you haven't, let me know. I would really appreciate it, because I do plan on continuing this for a while, because I have so many scrapbooks and so many layouts that I'd love to share. So let me know if you'd like to see something different, or me doing something a little differently in the videos. I'd appreciate that feedback as well, because I don't really know. I'm just doing what I think is sufficient, I guess. Anyway, if you're new, my name is Vicky, and I have been scrapbooking for well over 20 years, since I was 9. Kidding, I'm way older than 29. But I've been scrapbooking forever. I don't even remember life without scrapbooks. But I am now even more in the thick of it than I ever was. I didn't know I'd love it this much after so many years, but I really am enjoying myself, and don't think I will ever stop this amazing hobby. So welcome back. Let me just show you the last time. So on session number 2, I guess it was, this is where I stopped. I vowed to keep these videos at about 15 minutes. So I stopped here, and you can go see that video to see about all of this stuff, and I'll show you those videos. I mean those layouts. But today we are going forward with the exact same day in the summer of 2019, which brought us to this layout over here. So you don't need to watch these videos in order at all. It doesn't really matter. I'm just telling you that I showed you those already. So here's another beach layout that I put together. And what I wanted to mention in terms of this is just 2 quick things. One is, if you will notice the paper and you'll notice these little embellishments, those are elements that I have fussy cut out of this paper. And I love to fussy cut if I can. But I mean, sometimes, for example, check this out. There's no way in heck I could have fussy cut out that, what is that, a jellyfish? I don't think I could have done that properly because of all the intricacy in the little danglers that it has, whatever those are called. But if you look at this, like the crab was a little challenging, yet fun to do, and the shells were easy to do. So I figured I would fussy cut them out, especially to bring them up to this section, just to pull the paper, this design up into that area. So that's what I did there. And the only other thing that I'd like to point out about this page is about the journaling. So journaling is an issue for a lot of you. Let me know down below. Do you journal? Do you enjoy journaling? Do you have a problem coming up with what to journal? Like, tell me a little bit about that, and I will tell you how I feel. I love to write. I love to journal. I love adding that element to my pages, and I almost always do. I think it's very rare that I don't have anything to say about a layout or my photos. But in this case, like, since I've had so many, so I talked about, the little, what did I talk about here? Oh, just the beach itself. Here I talked about the hermit crabs the kids found. Here I talked about how different the beaches are from the ones here in Ontario, and that kind of thing. So all I did in this one, I took the opportunity to be a bit introspective. Hence, thanks, dear God. It is basically a little bit of writing about how I appreciate nature and how beautiful our surroundings are. And that was it. So it has nothing to do with the day itself. It has nothing to do with what we were doing, but it talked a little bit about my faith and my feelings about our world and God, and that's it. Not here to preach, but it's certainly something that comes through in my scrapbooking every once in a while. Other than that, simple enough, right? that brings us to, so that was, yeah, that brings us to this, which is later on in the day. So I do not have a date on here because it is a continuation of the day. We spent it at the beach and then we went out for ice cream later. And if anybody knows my husband, my God, is he ever a sweet freak. So I literally journaled here. I said, Papa, we call him Papa, of course, Dave. Papa ended up devouring a triple scoop maple walnut and butter pecan cone before the three of us even had the chance to order. This is not an exaggeration. Then he opted for a large chocolate shake, also made with 3 scoops of ice cream. I was just cringing. Yes, I was. Because that's a lot of sugar, man. But this guy loves his sugar. My son is a sweet freak like my husband, and my daughter and I are the ones who prefer salty snacks. So I found that cute. Titles, I mean, again, I mentioned in one of my videos, I do titles when and where I feel like doing titles. I know that some people prefer to do a title just for the first page in like a series of layouts about that event. But I do them where they look right. And here, I know how cheesy it sounds, but we all scream for ice cream. I wanted to add this title because it just needed something, and I just love it. Those puffy little foam stickers, and these are those, I don't know what they call them. I'm sure all of you have them in your stash. They're from Simple Stories. You know, where you get those packages of all the letters, the little ones, in all kinds of colors. So that's what that's from. And I just thought it was cute. And I love these huge ice cream cones. Would you believe me if I told you that these come from a pack that's at least 18 years old? I'm not even kidding you. It is a large stack pack. Remember back when they were like, the pages were so darn flimsy in those little paper pads? They were so flimsy and crappy. Like you could never, I mean, I could never, even if I wasn't doing creative memories, I could never do a layout on one of those pages and expect the elements to stick. It's one of those things, really bad, but I'm glad I didn't get rid of it because look how cute that is. I cut them out and they're cute little elements on this page, so I love it. And then these, I was not into glitter for a very long time, but I love having different, what's the word, like textures, that's the word, different textures on my page, and this glittery K & Company little border just adds a little bit of that. See? All right, so later this is the exact same night still, we went for a walk along the beach. And what do you see that's different here? Right, if you said no circle journaling areas, you are correct. Because all I wanted to do here was put just a few little words, and that's where I put them. We came across some beautiful inspirational messages on our walk. Since all this COVID chaos, I have seen when we've been out on our walks, even here in Canada, I mean in Ontario, people have been painting rocks and stones and just leaving them randomly out for people to find, just with cute inspirational messages. I love that. So this was before COVID, and this is what somebody in Nova Scotia did, and they left them on the beach. Just beautiful. It's so nice for somebody to take time to do that. And it's even nicer for the person who finds them. So that's cool. Oh, so one thing here that's maybe noteworthy. Well, this you've seen already. I put some more of that tan and white twine, and then I used some of that thicker jute. I also used those letters again, those big, raw, chunky letters from Recollections, and I added some rope. Not rope, the jute. And the thing here that I quite enjoy, do you ever put stickers right on your picture? I know some of you will cringe when you see that, but I don't know. I think it looks cute. So there's a little starfish. Here I have a turtle that's kind of reaching up into the picture. My stickers and my words here are right on top of the picture, and this is where I did the most of that. I love it. It might look a little silly and cheesy, but I love it. So that's what I did. Here, take a look at it this way. Okay, and then Now we're on a new day. So this was August the 7th. There's my date. There are those strips that you have already seen. I've used them before in this album. And I absolutely adore this page. There's something about it that I just love. I found the perfect, look at that, like a beautiful mint glittery paper in my stash. I've got so much stuff in my stash that I just keep rediscovering, which makes me so happy. And that looks awesome with these glittery, chunky pink letters. I think it looks so good together. And it matches these amazing little vellum die cuts, which are from, I'm pretty darn sure they're from Rosie's Studio. Oh God, I'm having second thoughts about that. Was it Rosie? I think it is. I'm sure I have a haul video on them, but check them out. So that's all vellum and they're stunning. They've got a little bit of that glitter and shimmer. And this page it just makes me happy looking at it. So it's nothing extravagant in terms of art or layout design or anything, but I love it. Okay, so that's Wednesday, August 7th. And then, okay, so see how my book goes from all beachy fun stuff. Now we go into skateboarding. So this looks like it would be more part of a boys album, but it is not. We, that evening, we met with our nephew, and my little guy just started skateboarding, and my nephew's been skateboarding for over 20 years, and he is incredible. I don't know how these kids do it. He just makes everything look so darn simple and seamless and easy. So my little guy was getting a little bit, I guess, frustrated because he couldn't do the moves that my nephew was doing. I mean, 20 years is a lot of time to perfect these moves. I can't even explain. He was so amazing. My husband has some videos of him when he was going, I don't even know the right words, like going down the staircase and twirling in that half bowl. What do you call those things? He just did incredible stuff. So we said to my son, if he keeps practicing, he'll get as good as his cousin Justin. So there's that. Another double page. Well, they're all double pages, so I won't even say that. Now here is a little bit more, and some of you might recall, I had posted this on Facebook a long time ago. Well, not a long time, a few months ago. And I kind of laughed at my attempt at mixed media because I don't do it. I don't really like it, but I tried it. And when I look at this now, I kind of love it. I didn't like it at first. It just looked like a mess to me. Like that. And this isn't mixed media. These are actually stickers. That one and this. Those are stickers. But I kind of like it now, and it kind of works for the page. So it's kind of like a messy, cool looking teen page. Not too bad. And here, the only thing I did a little bit different is I put this piece on the bottom on one side, and then on the other side, I put it near the top. But again, I'm going horizontally, 3 pictures per page, nothing revolutionary. Let's see what's next. Oh, so another one. I did 3 pages of that. Oh, and that's going to be it for this video. So if you recall, I did a layout, I believe, in my first video in this series with hexagons. And these pages don't look anything alike because the hexagons I did there were different sizes. And I just did a few in a cluster on the left bottom and a few in the, like at the right top. And this one I just did everything at the top. And there. I think it looks pretty kind of cool. It's more, I was trying to get, I don't even know how to explain. Do you know when you want a page to have some movement? This is sort of what I was trying to achieve with this. I kind of wanted to mimic like these things. Kind of the slopes and the drops and the slides, that kind of thing. But I didn't know what to do. So I kind of just did these hexagons in that kind of cascade look. If I don't make sense, forgive me. I think you know what I mean. Guys, it's 15 minutes and a bit, so I hit my target of 15 minutes. I'm going to let you go, and I'm going to be back in a couple of days with another layout share. I think I'm going to do some birthday and some school stuff in the next one. That's it. Any questions, ask down below. And if you have not subscribed yet, you don't know how much I would appreciate if you did. So thank you so much, guys. Have yourselves a wonderful day. Bye.